The Honorable Mr. Justice Winston Anderson, President of the Caribbean Court of Justice, judges of the Caribbean Court of Justice, members of academia, law moot teams, staff of the Caribbean Court of Justice, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, top of the morning to you. My name is Daniel McConney Joseph, and as the Chief Public Education and Protocol Officer of the Caribbean Court of Justice, I am your Master of Ceremonies for today's event. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you all today to the opening ceremony of the 16th Annual CCJ International Law Moot. In this, the 21st year of the CCJ's existence, this event brings together some of the brightest legal minds from around the region to engage in a spirited and intellectual exchange of ideas. Ideas that are fundamental not only to the practice of international law, but also to the shaping of regional justice in the years ahead. This competition offers our participants a unique platform to demonstrate their skills in legal analysis, advocacy, and critical thinking with regard to the court's original jurisdiction and the role of the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas. Over the next 2 days, we will witness the hard work and dedication of 9 teams who have meticulously researched, prepared, and honed their arguments. Each of them has worked tirelessly to be here, and we commend their commitment to the excellence in the field of law. The law moot strikes at the very core of legal reasoning. It challenges participants to grapple with complex issues of international law, navigate precedents and statutory interpretation, and present persuasive arguments before an esteemed panel of judges. And we are especially privileged this year to be guided by a distinguished panel comprising 3 of the judges of the Caribbean Court of Justice. The Honorable Mr. Justice Peter Jamada, the Honorable Madam Justice Chantal Ononowu, who also serves as chair of the Moot panel, and the Honorable Mr. Justice Arif Balkan. We thank them for their support and expertise in ensuring a fair and enriching experience for all. The court views the Moot as an excellent opportunity to not only familiarize law students with the tenets of the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas, but also to bring this important treaty to life. This year marks 16 law moots consistently hosted by the CCJ in its commitment to develop students as advocates before the court and as future leaders. We embrace first here at the CCJ, and this competition is no different. This is the first law moot under the presidency of the Honorable Mr. Justice Winston Anderson. This is also the first time the competition will have the amicus curiae element scheduled for today's second moot session. And this year, we are inviting everyone to be part of our legacy by penning your remarks in our 20th anniversary time capsule. And once the capsule is sealed in 2026 April, it will only be opened in 20 years' time. So now is your opportunity to write to the future you. Dear participants, I wish you the very best. Remember, this is not just a competition, but a celebration of knowledge, learning, and the spirit of global cooperation. Your efforts today will not only sharpen your own legal skills, but contribute to the broader discussion of the application of the treaty in our region. I look forward to seeing your brilliant performances that lie ahead and to the stimulating discussions that will arise from your compelling arguments. Again, a warm welcome to all of you, students and advisors. I now invite you to view a short interview from the 2025 overall winner and best academic institution, the University of the West Indies, Cave Hill, And we'll also meet the 9 teams for this year's Moot.
How does it feel to win? Special, simply put, and that's because in my mind, I didn't just win with teammates, I won with friends that I made through this process. This process was not an easy one, and therefore, because of the hard work that these young ladies put in along with myself, I can confidently say that it was a well-deserved win, and because of that, we are very, very, very happy.
I would describe my experience at the Moot as absolutely phenomenal and unforgettable, from start to finish. When I began preparing for this Moot with my teammates, I was unsure of what the outcome would be. But by the end of training, I was encouraged, not just by my teammates, but my trainers as well, that essentially we had this in the bag.
To future Mooters, we encourage you to practice teamwork, to be confident but still be calm, and to attend consistent practice.
It is now my great honor to invite a truly distinguished individual to deliver a few words in this momentous occasion. The President of the Caribbean Court of Justice, the Honorable Mr. Justice Winston Anderson, has been a leading figure in the legal fraternity. Beyond his 15+ years on the CCJ bench, he has consistently demonstrated remarkable leadership and commitment to justice in the Caribbean region and beyond. So please join me in welcoming President Anderson to the podium.
The Honorable Madam Justice Marine Rajnorth Lee, Chair of the CCJ International Law Moot Committee. My colleague judges of the court, Mrs. Gabrielle Jones-Figaro, Registrar and Chief Marshal, management and staff of the Caribbean Court of Justice, and the Regional Judicial and Legal Services Commission, principals and deans of participating institutions, or 2026 Mooters and their advisors, other specially invited guests, or online audience, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. I am delighted to be here this morning to welcome all of you to the official opening of the 16th annual CCJ International Law Moot. While I have been involved in the Moot for over a decade, this is my first Moot as president of the Caribbean Court of Justice. So it is my pleasure to continue to lend my support to the competition, albeit now in a different capacity, and to officially welcome you all to the seat of the court here in Port of Spain. I extend greetings in particular to all of the participants and advisors who have traveled in from across the Caribbean Sea to be with us, from the Bahamas, Jamaica, Barbados, Guyana, and Suriname. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago, and I hope you enjoy your short stay with us. The annual Law Moot remains one of the signature events at the CCJ. Each year, our judges, management, and staff devote considerable time, effort, and creativity to creating an experience that is both enriching and engaging for all participants. We're always appreciative of the support from the law schools and law faculties across the region, whose participation and enthusiasm help to sustain the Moot and to generate excitement around it. The CCJ has a responsibility to adjudicate disputes in its two jurisdictions, the appellate and the original jurisdictions. But among its other contributions to the region, the court also plays a role in strengthening the legal profession. As the region's apex court, we view the Moot as one of the effective mechanisms for giving future legal practitioners a taste of what to expect. The Moot also aligns with our strategic priorities in our recently launched Strategic Plan 2025-2032. As outlined in the plan, the court is committed to enhancing stakeholder awareness and increasing an understanding of the court through direct engagement with academic and professional institutions. The original jurisdiction has, unfortunately, remained underutilized. Community nationals have been granted important rights under the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas: the right to free movement, both of their persons and their goods, to provide services, to move capital, and establish businesses across the community. Yet far too few people are aware of these rights. And so, when their rights are breached, they often do not realize it, and even worse, they remain unaware of the court's role in adjudicating and providing remedies. As the only court with jurisdiction to interpret and apply the revised treaty, it is important that the court uses the Moot as an opportunity to raise awareness about the treaty and the workings of the CARICOM single market and economy. And we must continue to build awareness of the court's judgments, which have interpreted, applied, and expounded on member states' obligations and the corrective rights afforded to community nationals under the treaty. To this end, the court has made considerable efforts to sensitize judicial officers, members of the bar, civil society, and the business community. Through publications, lectures, and public engagements, the court has consistently highlighted and discussed the jurisprudence of the original jurisdiction in various legal fora. For students, some may be exposed to the court's jurisprudence and community law through their studies. However, the Moot offers a unique opportunity for them to gain a deeper understanding of the revised treaty and its provisions, and importantly, to apply those provisions and the case law practically in a fact pattern. For you, the participants, mooting introduces you to the courtroom at a time when you can only imagine what that would be like from reading cases or texts or from watching TV dramas. It transforms these non-curial encounters into a practical experience. It sharpens your ability to present logical arguments with clarity and precision. Research, teamwork, critical thinking, and writing skills are all developed as you work with your teammates to craft your arguments and strategize your case. During the competition itself, your advocacy and debating skills are put to the test. This experience is designed to challenge your poise, strengthen your advocacy, and deepen your intellect. This year's problem centers on the right of skilled nationals to move freely within the community. It invites discussion, particularly on the contingent rights afforded to dependents of a person exercising a primary right under the revised treaty, such as the right of establishment. It also calls for an examination of the protocol on contingent rights, which confers these additional social and economic contingent rights to community nationals, including, among others, the right to reside, work, and access education in a host country. Over the next 2 days, you will present your arguments before a distinguished panel of 3 judges of the court, each of whom brings years of experience and judicial insight to this competition. Your presiding judge, Madam Justice Chantal Onaniwu, Justice Chantal Onaniwu, and I say that to assist you later on, brings her wealth of experience in international trade law and community law. She has had experience of appearing as counsel before the CCJ in its original jurisdiction many times on behalf of the community. Sitting alongside her is the most senior judge on the panel, Mr. Justice Peter Jamadar. He will no doubt challenge you with thought-provoking questions and encourage you to clarify, refine, and defend the strength of your submissions. And finally, Mr. Justice Arif Balkan, with his background in international and human rights, will likely test your understanding of the treaty rights at issue and the broader implications for the parties and the community as a whole. All 3 judges have dedicated many hours of preparation to ensure that you benefit from an authentic courtroom experience. Before I end, please join me in welcoming our teams. The Eugene Depuch Law School, the Hugh Wooding Law School, the Norman Manley Law School, the law faculties of the University of the West Indies campuses, Cave Hill, watch out for Cave Hill, St. Augustine, and Mona. The Faculty of Law of the University of Guyana, Anton de Kamp University of Suriname. I'm especially happy to welcome back, after a few years' absence, FHR Institute of Higher Education, of Suriname. Permit me to acknowledge, as Mr. Justice Jacob Witt often did, the commitment of our Surinamese Mooters who continue to participate in the Moot, although English may not be their first language. And on that note, the court is pleased to be in a position to provide Dutch interpretation and sign language interpretation for various components in the program, in keeping with its commitment to accessibility and inclusion for all. I wish to commend all the members of the Moot Steering Committee, particularly Chair Madam Justice Rajnath Lee. For their dedication and time in ensuring that this competition continues to grow from strength to strength. Each of you embodies the court's commitment to legal education and to nurturing young legal minds of the region. I thank you for your hard work and for demonstrating that commitment. To all the principals, deans, and advisors who have encouraged the participation of their institutions this year, thank you for continuing to lend your support. And finally, to all our participants, I extend sincere gratitude to you for your enthusiasm, dedication, and preparation, which will give this year's competition life. Whether you stand victorious in the end or not, you're all already winners. I hope that the skills that you refine and the lessons that you learn will serve you well throughout your legal careers. I trust that this experience will inspire you to deepen your engagement with the community and with the court's jurisprudence. I extend best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Anderson. So now, as we bring today's opening ceremony to a close, we pause to express our sincere appreciation to all who have worked. Every submission presented and every issue debated contributes to the broader dialogue on the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas and regional jurisprudence. May this experience inspire you to learn, to grow, and to forge lasting connections within the legal community. Thank you. And with that, let the 16th annual CCJ International Law Moot begin.